I'm Phil Buatava. Work for the Salvation Army up in Darwin, Northern Territory. I'm the program manager for the supported housing homelessness program and also the Catherine Doorways Hub. So basically we're a homelessness specialist service, but we work with people with a mental health diagnosis to help them maintain their tenancy and support. And then we support the greater community of Catherine in terms of a drop-in center where they can have somewhere to sit and have breakfast, have a shower, wash their clothes, chit-chat, do some artwork, just a safe space for people to come and that are homeless, that don't really have anywhere to go during the day. I chose to do the graduate certificate in social impact mainly because I was initially looking at doing an MBA. Spoke to an advisor from Flinders, and we started talked about the work I do, and things that I was interested in, and then he definitely sent me a bit of reading material on the social impact course, and the more I read into it, the more I realized this was definitely something that was aligned to the work that I do. And it just became a no-brainer the more I looked into it. The thing I enjoyed the most about the course was, I guess, the interactions with the whole team. Even though we were a small team and I was based up in Darwin, it was always good to have those discussions with people that are in the same kind of field and mindset, and having, I guess, people from the service as guest speakers, which was good because it's not a lot of times when you do studies where you can actually relate it to real world experience, and getting people that, have skin in the game was really good. The guest speaker that stands out the most for me is the CEO for Food Bank, obviously, because he's going to be opening up a food bank in Catherine, which is one of the areas I look after. So that was really good to hear that, their commitment to coming up to Catherine and also to the Northern Territory. But just hearing the shift from it just being a normal food bank to move into more that, FMG style business model that they want to do, hiring people from that work for Coles and Woolies and getting people in positions that are actually going to make, food bank a viable, sustainable, community service business was really good. And that's something that we need up in the NT. The graduate certificate in social impact will impact my career in terms of mindset of thinking, I guess, and the people that I work with. Ever since I started the course, I reckon on the first unit, just having those conversations at work with colleagues, with my boss, and just challenging that mindset and realizing that, there's a lot more to just numbers and outputs that we look at, and actually trying to make a real difference in the work that we do. So that's really changed the mindset, not only for me, but for people that I work with. And knowing that, TSA as a whole is that's where they're moving to. That's always that's a positive, knowing that I've kind of jumped the gun and done this course before the organization follows through. Look, for anyone that's thinking of doing the graduate certificate in social impact, if you work in the community services sector, if this is a sector that you'd like to get into, and you've done your undergrad or you've got, years of experience and you're wanting to really broaden your horizon into, the impact that our work does for our community, this is definitely a course I'd recommend for you. The learnings are easy to comprehend, the assessments are fun, and you get a lot out of it, especially from the guest speakers and from the knowledge you get from around the room with the people that you're learning with.